today 2 exercises that I feel as in my own jiu-jitsu journey I'm exploring and learning and growing more and more. 2 exercises that I think could really benefit. One of them being a little bit more advanced, which I recommend at first you just do for reps, maybe like 5 to 8 reps per side. And then the other one you could start off right off the bat. Do it for time, do minute sets, 2-minute sets if you're brave. Whatever you want to do, right? So grappling is that it has a certain uniqueness as compared to other sports where grappling sometimes isometric tension, meaning like you have to squeeze muscles, but we have to be able to move with those squeeze muscles, right? And in jiu-jitsu specific, from the stand-up getting various grips and whatnot. And obviously no-gi as well. But the one exercise that I want everybody to try right off the bat, right? That you don't, this is a $20 med ball, you don't have to have this. You can load up a book bag with some weights. As long as it's weighted, you're fine, right? If you have a sandbag, by all means, you can make a sandbag cheap out of like an army duffel bag. But this guy, one of the things I want you to do is just be able to squeeze this guy, right? Whatever grip you want. You could set up whatever type of grip. The one thing I want us to do is we're going to work 2 planes of motion, right? Body pattern, planes of motion. So it's just a lunge with a twist, right? So we're going to be squeezing in, that's part 1. We're going to lunge, right? And try not to hit your knee so it doesn't stop. And then going back, I want you to rip right up, right? And I want you to continue to do so. Coming right up, right? And obviously, make sure we pivot on those toes where it's kind of weird, you know what I mean? I don't want you to keep your toes straight and turn on your knees like that. That's how you can tear a meniscus a little bit. So remember, it's squeezing in, part 1. We're gonna lunge, make sure that ball doesn't hit that leg, right? So we get a good deep, the knee doesn't have to hit the ground, but you can here. And then as you're coming up, I want you to rotate and twist right up, right? So that's an exercise I think everybody should be able to do. And you could just get into that, right? Meaning like 5 or 6 reps per side, or basically you could do that for time. Now the next one, it's a little bit more advanced. I say easiest way to do this is by loading the spine as opposed to loading the front of us. If we load the front of the body, it's gonna be a lot harder, to be honest. So if we carry something in front of us, like a bag or a person, a grappling dummy maybe, right? But we know that the hips are really important in jiu-jitsu. Not only for being flexible and mobile, if you control somebody's hips, you control them, but also strength-wise, right? For multiple parameters of strength, whether they be really brutally strong for 1 rep, or they be strong for strength endurance, right? High 15 reps zone. So if you got, I'm just gonna bang out 2 quick reps of this. Basically, we just load the back, right? What I want you to do is we're gonna lunge right down, all the way down to the ground. I want you to switch to the other side. And come up, right? So if we see that again, I'll do the other side here. So that's just 95 pounds. I just did something that would challenge me a little bit, right? But I think that's an excellent exercise for grapplers in general, right? So the hips are loaded. They have to move under stress, and you make it a little funky, and you step out to the side on an angle, you're gonna open up those hips, you know, and you're gonna start using muscles that possibly, you know how sometimes when you roll or you grapple or whatever, certain muscles hurt that, like, even if you train, right, strength train or do whatever, they don't really get exposed. You get what I'm saying? Well, I think if you twist or rotate on that, be very careful though. If you step out to the side a little bit, you're gonna hit a little bit of the active. You can get really fancy with that. I'm just using my creativity, imagination. You can go down, go into a lateral lunge, come back up. However, that's a little bit more advanced. But that's just 2 drills that I want you guys to absolutely put right into your regimens, because I think that could be very, very beneficial for everybody. And that one for time, I'm telling you, that could be a cardiovascular work also. This one is more strength-based, right? Keep it 3 to 5 reps, 8 maybe, 6 to 8 maybe, you know, if you want to work a little bit lighter. But by all means, guys, have at it. Lou from Jiu-Jitsu.